Hey everyone, so for today's video, I'm going to be sharing some dinner inspiration. I'm going to be sharing a few dinners for tired moms, so we're just gonna get right into it. The first dinner I'm sharing is this really easy chicken gnocchi soup. You're going to need chicken breast, gnocchi, spinach, carrots, onions, chicken broth, some half and half cream. I'm gonna leave the whole recipe linked in the description, but for now you guys can watch kind of how I do it. And then, like I said, all of the recipes that I'm able to, I'm going to link in the description to make it super easy for you guys. So the reason I love to use gnocchi in recipes is it is very affordable. You can get that big pack I showed you for around $3 here in Ontario, Canada. It may be more or less depending where you live, but it's very affordable and you can usually get 2 meals out of a package, and so to me that is really good. You can also use gnocchi very easily with some marinara and some heavy cream and shredded cheese, and that is so delicious. I actually make that quite a bit as well, even though I'm not showing it in today's video. But chicken gnocchi soup is amazing. I actually think it's an Olive Garden recipe originally, but I may be wrong about that. Like I said, I will leave it linked in the description so that you guys can check out how to make this recipe. You definitely have to try this if you love crockpot dinners and easy meals. This one is definitely a keeper. Too caught up in your love, I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. So I added the gnocchi. It is half of a 1 kilogram bag. So I added half of that bag and shredded the chicken, added 2 cups of milk. You can also use 2 cups of heavy cream, but I didn't have any, so I did milk. And I added a little bit of shredded cheese. It does recommend Parmesan, but I just use marble because that's what I have here. And I used a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it because I did not have heavy cream. And I've made it this way. It turns out absolutely delicious either way. So I'm gonna cook that for 30 more minutes. And then you're gonna add 2 cups of spinach. And I will show you guys what it looks like after I do that. So here's the soup ready to serve. So on this next day, I decided to make a chicken soup. I've been making this recipe for years. A friend actually gave me this recipe and my family just loves it. It's super healthy as well because you're making your own bone broth. So we're just gonna add this chicken to my stovetop and boil it in water. You can add any spices you want at this point or just salt, which is what I do. And I just kind of let it cook. I think it's around 40 minutes, but again, this recipe will be linked in the description. Definitely go and check it out for the step-by-step. I'm basically just going to be showing you guys the recipes in this video to give you some mealtime inspiration. But like I said, I will leave all of it linked in the description. You have to try this soup. I was actually making it because my husband was sick, and it is the perfect dinner for when you're sick. So definitely go and check this one out. So on this night, I made smash burgers and bang bang potatoes. Both of those will be linked in the description. But basically, it is just these really yummy potatoes with a bang bang sauce, which is basically mayo, Thai sweet chili sauce, and a few other ingredients. Like I said, it will be linked in the description. These potatoes were super yummy. Definitely try them. And this was the first time I made smash burgers, but they turned out really yummy. And I think from now on, I'm going to make them this way because they were so delicious. I added some tomato, jalapeno, onion, melted cheese, and lettuce, and that was just super delicious and definitely an easy meal. So definitely go and check this out as well. Both recipes will be linked again in the description. So for dinner tonight, we're having these fajitas. They are just like a sheet pan fajita. So we have our peppers and onions, chicken, and we're just gonna bake this in the oven for whatever it says and just have some fajitas. The fajitas are mixed with a seasoning, but I ran out of olive oil, so I'm just melting some butter. Just melting butter in the place of the olive oil. So the chicken and peppers are ready to go in the oven. The oven is just preheating. I had an extra chicken breast, so I'm just gonna throw this in the fridge on a plate. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna make a sweet Thai chili rice stir fry and just have the one chicken breast and just add a bunch of vegetables. So that will probably be dinner tomorrow, as you guys will see. So yeah, just gonna throw that in the oven and then I will show you guys once it's done. I am adding lettuce to my fajitas, but I just wanted to show you guys before I did. They just look so delicious and I am definitely excited to eat these. So that is what's for dinner tonight. So I'm just getting creative with some chicken, broccoli, onions, and tomatoes and sauteing that. I've added some onion powder, thyme, rosemary, salt and pepper, and paprika. And then I'm just gonna boil the pasta. My husband actually got this at Winners. So if you're in Canada, definitely go and look there if you're interested. So we're just gonna make like a chicken pasta. So I've added actually a can of pasta sauce because I've been buying them. They're just a little bit cheaper. And then I just season them extra. And then I went along and added about a cup of half and half. And I'm just making like a nice creamy tomato sauce. I also shredded about a cup of cheese, which I'm going to add to the pasta sauce. And it'll just be a cheesy tomato chicken pasta. Let's appreciate the beautiful color of this pasta before we mix it. So I got some butter melting. I'm gonna make some easy chicken enchiladas. So I'm gonna start by just cooking this onion a bit. So I don't have any green chilies or chiles, whatever they're called. So I'm gonna skip those. I have a jalapeno, but I'm saving that for another dinner for this week. So I'm just gonna skip that for this time. We're gonna add some taco seasoning to the chicken. So we're gonna add the chicken. So I actually used scissors to cut my chicken. It's definitely a time saver. I don't add the whole pack. Obviously you could, but I like to preserve just a little bit. So we're just gonna add just a little bit. So I am going to be adding some sour cream to the chicken mixture once it's done cooking, just so it's kind of more like a creamy chicken enchilada. And then I could not find enchilada sauce at my store. They do have it usually, but it was sold out. And so I just got taco sauce because I looked it up quickly and apparently it's made with the same seasoning. The only difference with this is it's a little bit thicker, which you could probably add water or something, but I'm not. I've made it with this before, just like drizzled it on there and it was just as good. So that's what I'm going to use for my enchilada sauce today. And for the cheese, I'm using the Armstrong Old shredded cheese. This was on sale for $3.99 for this bag. And so it was actually better price. for this than it was for the block for once, which usually it's the opposite. But I was kind of glad because it just is one less step.
When you go, I can't make you stay. So we live for the night and we fade in the rhythm. So cute to pretend. We both know we don't make no sense. And when you go, I can't make you stay. So we fade in the rhythm. Swaying in the spotlight makes me feel so good inside. Oh baby, don't ever talk about the things that are everlasting. Oh baby, we won't ever last. Hope that we're in that mood when you teach me how to dance. And I'm just a young and foolish, begs for a second chance. I'm doing clumsy pirouettes in your bedroom light, praying you will ask me to come stay the night. Baby, we're so cute to pretend. We both know we don't make no sense. When you go, I can't make you stay. So we live for the night and we fade in the rhythm. So cute to pretend. We both know we don't make no sense. And when you go, I can't make you stay. So we fade in the rhythm. So we fade in the rhythm.
So now we're moving on to this very easy vegetarian chili. This meal is really great if you just want a meatless meal to save money, or if you're a vegetarian, this definitely works. So I've made this a few times now and it is always really delicious. So I add sweet potatoes, kidney beans or black beans, a green pepper or whatever peppers you like, but the green was on sale this week, so I just get the cheapest one. An onion, a jalapeno, 1 can of diced tomatoes, a package of chili seasoning or some of your homemade chili seasoning, and you just let that cook on low for about 5 hours, and it just makes a really delicious vegetarian chili. And again, because there's no meat, you definitely cut down the cost. And sometimes I just like to have a meal without meat for a change. And so this is definitely a go-to of mine. So this will be linked in the description as well because it is a recipe from Pinterest. Definitely go and try this one. I promise you won't even notice that there's no meat in it because it's absolutely delicious without.
On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the roads and never end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
So hopefully this video gave you some mealtime inspiration. That is all for today. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
In the heat from a hot California.